Who's scoring big this NBA season? You are! With all the new ways to get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NBA. From monster slams to dishing the rock to cleaning the glass, get behind your favorite player and prop bets you can make on DraftKings, home of the NBA player props. Ready to place your first bet? Try betting on something simple like picking how many points your favorite player will have. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook app and make your pick. First time, here's something special for you. New DraftKings customers can bet $5 and get $150 in bonus bets instantly. Take it to the rack with DraftKings Sportsbook. Every point counts. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code MONEYMOVE. That's code MONEYMOVES for new customers to get $150 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. All right, listen up, taxpayers. It's time for what you all really tuned in to listen to me for. Financial advice. Tax season, Boost Mobile wants you to turn your tax refund into 6 months of saving. When you buy 6 months on their best unlimited plans, Boost will give you another 6 months for free. That's like 6 times 2 divided by 1, carry the, a really good deal. They told me I should have been a tax accountant. Well, would you trust me with your money? Well, that's great news because I'm not done yet. Visit Boost Mobile store during tax season and enter to win up to $10,000 to double your refund. Or if you're really good at math and money stuff like me, pay off what you still owe. Okay, time to take my financial advisor hat off and put on my lawyer hat. Requires upfront payment, tax and fees extra, terms and exclusions apply. Visit boostmobile.com for full offer terms and sweeps details. And now I get back to my boring old day job. Head over to your nearest Boost Mobile store and make the most out of your tax refund. This episode of Nightcap is brought to you by Cologuard, a non-invasive colon cancer screening test. Did you know colon cancer is considered one of the most preventable yet least prevented cancers? When caught in the early stages, colon cancer has a survival rate of 90%. So screening and early detections are key to reducing overall colon cancer deaths. That's why the American Cancer Society recommends that if you're at average risk, you begin screening for colon cancer at age 45. And a convenient way to do that is with Cologuard test. The Cologuard test allows you to be in control of your colon cancer screening through prescription-based tests delivered to your door with none of the prep that's required for a colonoscopy. No liquid prep, no days off, no invasive procedures. Plus, Cologuard test is affordable. Most insured patients pay $0, and a follow-up colonoscopy is needed after a positive Cologuard test. This is usually covered by insurance also. So if you're 45 years of older and at average risk, you can ask your healthcare provider about screening for colon cancer with the Cologuard test. You can also request a Cologuard prescription today at Cologuard.com/podcast. The Cologuard test is intended to screen adults 45 and older at average risk for colorectal cancer. Do not use Cologuard test if you have had adenemas, have inflammatory bowel disease, and certain hereditary syndromes, or personal or family history of colorectal cancer. The Cologuard test is not a replacement for colonoscopies. High-risk patients' Cologuard test in adults 45 to 49 is estimated based on a large clinical study of patients 50 and older. False positives and false negatives can occur. Cologuard is available by prescription only. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us. We know it's late, and so we greatly appreciate you still showing your loyal and faithful support. Welcome to another episode of Nightcap, brought to you by Boost Mobile. Visit your nearest Boost Mobile store or boostmobile.com to join their nationwide 5G network today. Joining us a little later in the program, the biggest boss thus far, Rick Ross. But we got to talk about this Lakers-Knicks game. It goes to overtime, down by as many as 13 points. The Lakers rally late and take it in overtime, 113 to 109. They improved to 40-21. The arena was electric for a regular season game. Luka, sensational, 32 points, 12 assists, 7 rebounds. Goat James finished it off with 4 consecutive free throws. LeBron James, 31, 12, and 8. Gabe Vincent off the bench, didn't miss from 3-point. AR was 2 of 13 in his return, but he had one big three in overtime that put him up 5. And they never trailed after that. They were tied in the ball game, Ocho, but they never trailed. The Lakers look really good. When you get LeBron James playing off the ball, he's gonna get some runouts. He's gonna dive. He's gonna slash to the basket. He's gonna be in the dunker spots, get some easy baskets. Luka's controlling the game because he has someone that, of all the guys that he played with, the one guy that reminds him of himself is Luka Doncic. A guy that can control the tempo, the pace of the game. I want it to be this, I'm going to play at this pace. I want it to be that, I'm going to play at that pace. They were sensational tonight. The arena was electric, and they get a hard-fought victory over a good team, not a great team, a good team in the Knicks. Jalen Brunson suffered an ankle injury. He went up, came down on, also looked like he came down on Austin Reed's foot. You know how that is, Ocho. You come down, that hurt. That hurt. But watching the game, Ocho, what'd you like about what you saw from the Lakers?
Listen, the Lakers look very good. Luka and LeBron together is special. I didn't know it would look the way it did this early. Obviously, it was kind of shaky with Luka not having any type of rhythm. His legs weren't up underneath him. He was coming off an injury. But the way they look right now, I mean, listen, when you talk about LeBron being able to play another 2, 3, maybe even 4 years, with Lonk being able to carry the load, it's a possibility. Listen, I'm not much of a Laker fan. I mean, as you are, I'm a fan of the game of basketball now that I'm continuing to learn the game. As time goes on, I'm excited for the Lakers in general. Like, the Knicks didn't play bad, huh? The Knicks didn't play bad at all. Obviously, the first, second quarter, the Lakers really didn't start to get it going until the third quarter and get in the sinking rhythm for themselves. But I really enjoyed tonight's game.
Yeah, I did too. I think the thing is, Ocho, when you get Luka playing, and I mean, he's making some big shots. I'm sure he's not as consistent as he's like to be, but 32, 12, 7, 4 steals, 4 made threes. LeBron was 31, 12, 8, 1 block, 11 of 23. The Lakers have won 8 games in a row. Hey, Charles, we're talking about the Lakers again. Of all the people that know, Charles knows what sports are about. Sports are about stories. Now, you tell me what's the better story. Luka Doncic getting traded, arguably the biggest trade in NBA history during the season, and LeBron James at age 40 playing this way, or OKC and the Cavs. It's about stories. What's the more compelling storyline?
Right.
How many times you see the paper lead if the Lakers and Luka play, the Cavs and OKC play, what story, and Luka and them do what they do, what you think they're leading with? It's always been like this. The same reason they always led with Michael Jordan, no matter what anybody else did, that was the lead. He was the more compelling story, Ocho.
Yeah.
That's how sports go.
Listen.
That's what, Ocho, you know what? This is why they have announcers, because they're telling you a story. If not, you can just watch the game. Why you need to hear? Because they're painting a picture for you.
Oh, yeah.
That's what they do. Go ahead, Ocho.
Now, I was going to tell you, listen, there are 3 teams, In order to catch a beat, you got to have some honey. And the honey is the Lakers, the Cowboys, and the Yankees. And it will always be that way. Now, there are other teams. There are other stories, but the stories will never be that of the Lakers, the Yankees, and the Cowboys for some reason. And how long? I just honestly, you would know better than I have. How long have they always been the go-to when it comes to story?
The Celtics, the Yankees have been since the 20s.
The what?
When they had Babe Ruth since the 20s. You have to realize. What do you think the pinstripe? Yankee pinstripe.
Hold on, the 20s?
Put it in a suit.
1920s?
The 20s. Yes, that's how long the Yankees have been in the lexicon. You look at the great players, and they win championships when you got Babe Ruth, and you got Lou Gehrig, and you got Mantle, and you got Berra, and you got DiMaggio, Whitey Ford, Yeah, and then you come to the 70s and you get Reggie Jackson and you get Guidry and you got Thurman
Right.
Munson and you got Mariano Rivera and you got Derek Jeter and you got Jose Posada and then you get A-Rod. And now you got Aaron
Right.
Judge. That's the way it is. And the Lakers, go back, look at the Lakers. They were in these battles in the 60s.
Uh-huh.
First of all, it was the Minneapolis Lakers that went 5 straight with great George Mikan, who was the first big man. And then you get the battles with the Celtics and the Lakers in the 60s. And then you get the Lakers in the 70s. Now, they only won one championship. They lost to the Knicks twice. They won, sandwiched in between. 71, they lost. 72, they won. 73, they lose again. And then you get the 80s
Right.
with the Showtime Lakers. And you got Kareem, and you got Magic, and you got Worthy. You got Wilkes, you got McAdoo. Come on. And then you get Shaq and Kobe. And then you get Kobe again. And now you got LeBron. You had LeBron and AD. And now you got LeBron and Luka.
Yeah.
Now, the Cowboys haven't had the superstar like these teams have had. I mean, you got to go back to the 90s when you're dealing with Troy, Emmett, and the triplets.
Right.
They've had very good players. They've had Hall of Fame players. Larry Allen, you got DeMarcus Ware. Daz had a season or two. CD's playing well, but not like what the Lakers and the Yankees try. When you talk about the Lakers and the Yankees and what they trot out there compared to what the Cowboys have trotted out there, say just the last 25, 30 years, it's been different. But the Lakers played extremely well. They got off to a great start. Then they had that lull in the second. They had a little lull in third. They got it close. Brunson had it going, and the thing is, what makes him, he got that herky-jerky style, and he's left-handed, and he's crafted that James Harden, how to make you foul him, make it look like you foul him, even if you didn't foul him, because he'll flail his body, but he's tremendous at getting to the basket, and he got that hezzy, he got the step back, and so you got to honor that because he can shoot the three, he got the mid-range, he can put the ball on the floor and get all the way to the rim, even though he doesn't play above the rim, he can get to the rim, and he can get you to fouling. So he played really well. Cat struggled today. Cat did not have a good game. He rebounded the ball, but he didn't score well. OG took up a lot of the slack for him. OG Anunoby had a really good game, especially shooting the three. Now, he missed some late that he wished he had, like could have saved some of those that he made earlier and saved these for later. But it doesn't really work like that. But I think you really have to be impressed with the Lakers. Who saw this? Nobody saw this trade. It's the biggest trade in NBA history. No player, Luka Doncic's age, have ever been traded that didn't want to be traded. Kareem wanted to leave. Shaq left on his own volition.
Right.
You don't trade 25-year-old, 5-time All-NBA selections, a team that he just led his team to the finals. He was in the Western Conference Finals just 2 years prior to that. Those guys don't get moved without them wanting to get moved.
Yeah.
That would have been the equivalent. You're trading a Bird, you're trading a Magic, you're trading a Michael Jordan, because that's what Luka is. And then now he doesn't have the championship like a Bird and Magic had. Jordan didn't win until later in his career. Like I think year 7 of what he won, 91. So he came in at 85. So 7 year 8. Bird and Magic got him started right away. Magic won his rookie year. Bird won his second year. But you're talking about a guy that was a 5-time All-NBA selection, a Rookie of the Year, finished a couple of times in the top 3 in MVP votes, and that guy got moved. Yeah, that's a story. If Patrick Mahomes or Joe Burrow got moved, you don't think we're going to talk about that, Ocho? Lamar Jackson gets moved. You don't think we're going to talk about that, Ocho?
But now you can get a better understanding and better context for those that are Dallas fans on why they're so upset. Why they're so pissed off at Nico Harris. Not only that, the trade happened. And, those that you have in place, you trade for AD. You still got Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is still box office. So you're hoping, AD can come in and kind of offset and counter, the trade by being productive and doing some of the things that Luka was doing. Obviously, maybe not to that extent because they're completely two different type of players in general, but he gets hurt.
Yes.
Now Kyrie goes out. Well, hell, now everything's really basically down the drain. So now you've done the trade and you see what Luka's doing. Yeah. How you think he's feeling? Yeah. How you think they're feeling over there?
It's terrible. I mean, it couldn't. Just Ocho, remember we said it couldn't get any worse? Remember we talked about that the other night. That was before Kyrie. We know the extent of Kyrie. We saw him go out and we like, well, damn, they make this trade. Everybody's upset. The guy that they trade for him, he's playing great. In 27, 28 minutes, he's got 26 and 13. So he's playing unbelievable. He gets hurt. The guy that's supposed to keep them afloat until AD returns, he gets hurt, and it's more serious than they previously thought because now he's gone for the season, and he might not be back until after the new year in 26. So now you looking at, and the Dallas fans are looking like, hold on, wait a minute. You traded for a guy. Last year was really the only year that he's really, this year is really the only year that he's been hurt, Ocho.
Yeah.
Y'all make it seem like the man been on Zion Williams' schedule. He has not been on Zion Williamson's schedule. He hasn't missed 200 games. He hadn't missed 300 games. Yes, he's missed games this year. But, just imagine Michael Jordan broke his foot in year 2, and the Bulls like, you know what, we're going to trade him. That's what the Knicks, that's exactly what the Mavs fans are saying. What you saying, that's exactly
right.
That's exactly what they're thinking.
That's crazy though. That's crazy, man. Just when you think about it. When you think about it, beer and hookah. Oh, we feel you're lazy.
Yeah, they call the man Hookah Doncic, Hookah Luka.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing tonight? Are you saw what I saw?
This buzz for
tonight?
you. Yeah, he's look, bro.
What are we talking about?
He can score at all three levels. Ocho, you watched him tonight. He can score at all 3 levels. The difficult shots look routine.
Right.
He is as bad a shot taker, maker as we have. There are very few guys that can take like off balance shots, falling out of bounds, off one leg, and you like for most players, that's a bad shot. There's no bad shot for Luka. There's no bad shot for Steph because they make those shots look routine. And now he has somebody that he doesn't always have to facilitate because he can hand the ball off to LeBron and LeBron can run the offense and go get his shot. Or if both of those guys get tired, they can pass the ball off to Austin Reeves. He can go facilitate, get everybody else involved, create his own shot. So they have 3 guys, and they're playing really good defense. They're doing a great job of swarming. They got really good perimeter players in Vanderbilt and Dorian Finney-Smith. Gabe Vincent is a good on-ball defender. He's a little undersized, but he's scrappy. But they got guys in Dalton Connect knocking down shots. He's coming back. He's like, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, they wanted to move on. I felt some type of way, but now I'm back. Let me go ahead and make the most and let them know I can be a valuable piece to this train and what we're trying to accomplish. So give JJ Redick a ton of credit because I know a lot of people. I was one of those people like, damn, I know you can talk the game, but can you coach it?
Yeah, and you
play.
you never know what coaches either. Even though you play the game doesn't mean you can coach it. Even though you can talk it doesn't mean you can coach it. Being able to get the players to obviously resonate with you and buy in is completely different than the latter. And he's done well. And matter of fact, if they were losing, listen, if the Lakers were losing, if things were shaky, what's the first thing people are gonna say?
They're gonna blame him.
They're gonna blame him. And I can't. What's coach's name from UConn that didn't want to come?
Oh,
not UConn. Yeah, it was UConn. Mr. Hurley.
Yeah, it was UConn. Yeah, Hurley. Dan Hurley.
Dan taking the job. He should have at least given us a shot or given us a chance. I don't even think he actually wanted to come. I think he was just using that for leverage, just to get him a contract at UConn. But anyway, listen, Lakers playing really well, man. I'm excited for them. They still need a big, They still need a big. If you want to be,
man, y'all.
If Jenny Bus and Mr. Pelinka are really serious about being in contention, especially going into next year, they got to give him a big. It's no different than Jerry getting a number 2 receiver. If you're really serious, get your number 2 receiver, man. Stop playing.
Yeah. And Chad, y'all need to stop tripping because if coaching didn't matter, why didn't Shaq and Kobe win before Phil Jackson? If coaching doesn't matter, what about Steph and Clay and Draymond? Darvin Ham had AD and LeBron. Frank Vogel won with him. He didn't win no championship. So I'm trying to figure. Coaching doesn't matter. Look, I can understand you might not like somebody, and maybe you think Darvin Ham got a fair trade. But a raw deal. But if y'all don't think coaching matter, you're high. It absolutely matters. That's why they have coaches. If it didn't matter, they just send the team out there. Hey, you can save yourself somewhere between $5 and $20 million if you don't need a coach. Man, stop that. Give people the credit that they
Yeah.
deserve. JJ Redick, you might not like him, but give him credit. He's doing an unbelievable job with basically the same team.
Mm-hmm.
Joining us, Ocho.
My dog.
We're gonna get back. We're gonna get back to this in a minute. But joining us, I know it's late. I don't know if he's here in the A or he died in Miami. That's the biggest boss you ever saw. That's the homie, Ricky Rose. What it do?
What it do, family? What it do, fam? What's happening? My two brothers, what it do?
Bro, what they do, baby? Everything good?
Man, everything good, baby. You know we shining on this side.
Yeah, I hear you.
Man, it's late. I'm sorry we kept you up this late, boss, but we had to get you all here, man. Tell us what's going on. I know the car show is in June, but you got something happening before June. Tell us all about it.
Most definitely, the car show June 7th, but what we kicking off tomorrow in Louisville is the Millennium Tour. You better believe it. The Millennium Tour, you know, it's a lot of stars on the tour, but what made it exciting to me is me coming back out, bringing my new artist, Nino Breeze, back out to hit the stage. Trey Songz, Omarion, Bow Wow, Plies, Boosie. The list goes on. Kentucky, y'all better rock with us. It's going to be special now.
Ron, let me ask you this. When you go, you want to go on tour.
Right.
How do you decide the artist that you want to be on, that you want to go on tour with you? How do you like, okay, I want him, I want her, I want this, I want that. How do you decide that, boss?
Well, whenever I call the shots and it's my tour, it's usually somebody that I got a relationship with, gel with. And on the third act, you might want to throw something else out there just for the crowd, which would be a different vibe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so this right here, this is the Millennium Tour. This has been a legendary tour that's been going on for many years now. And I felt it'd be good for me to come hit the stage. Nino Breeze hit the stage. We do it big, close it out, put our jewels on, put our gear on, do 5-way. You know how we do that thing?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's going to be crazy, city to city.
Listen, boss, man, we've been friends, man. We got to be going on 20 years by now, boy. We got to be
Plus
20 years, man. Listen, you've always been known. I've been known to talk to you, in our own personal conversation, in your interviews. You're always dropping wisdom. For the people that are listening, what's the best financial advice you've ever received? Because you're one of the most savvy businessmen, and you're very, very good with your money. Because as an artist, I don't think people understand how difficult it is, and what you've been able to do and accomplish is maintaining longevity. Not just getting it, but maintaining it long term. Man, please tell the people, man, how you've been able to do it. Because not very many, as long as rap has been around, everybody hasn't been able to maintain longevity.
Well, for Rose, it's the consistency. You know, I got my hands in 20 different things. Everything may not win as much as others, and some may not win at all. But when you win, make sure you win big. When you repping something, you hold it up high everywhere you go. That's why I love staying on tour, love going across the country, because when I go, my brands go, my teams go, and we rep all around the world, wherever we go. And that's how we do it. You know what I mean? Then when you come back home, buy you a little piece of land. They could make that car, but they can't buy that corner. They got to come see you to get that corner if you own that corner.
That's what we talk about. Boss, if you think about it, boss, music might have got you started. That might be your foundation. That ain't where you make the most of your money at, boss.
Facts.
And that's what, look at Hove. Hove might have got started in music, but Hove got a whole lot. He a billionaire because of something else.
It's definitely, that's what it is. The music introduced us to the world. Now you got to take it to where you want to take it to, and you got to earn it. But you got to turn it all the way up. And as long as you stay solid, keep your face clean, and you mean what you say. Yeah.
Boss, when I look at you and I hear you talk, man, and I like brothers that get in paper but don't talk down about somebody else. Because a lot of times we have the propensity, Rolf, that we make a little paper or somebody make a little paper more than us, that we start to feel some type of way and we try to be negative towards that paper when there's an opportunity. And I was telling Ocho this the other day, 80% of the money that's in circulation has been printed since 2020. So what that tell me, Ross, if they run out of money, they'll print some more. So if your boy getting all of it, don't worry about it. Just wait a couple of days. They're going to go back to the factory. They're going to print some more for you.
You already know. And we're going to make sure they keep printing us some. But, and when it come to us getting paper, we ain't talking down on nobody. This for motivational purposes only. Whenever you see that jet fly in, you see that yacht pull up, all that's the hard work. You see the fun times, you see the rewards, but you got to see the grind. When you come to my story every morning, you going to hear Rose preaching, let's go get it. Let's do something new. You got to get that piss out the back of that toilet. You got to get the rust off the side of mama house. It's 2025. We can't be bullshit, man. We going all the way up, man.
Hey,
right.
You know that. Hey, listen, a lot of rappers now, a lot of rappers, athletes in general, athletes as well that are retired have gotten into sports ownership. You're a huge advocate for our Miami Dolphins, obviously. If the Dolphins ever came up for sale, would you be interested in buying the Dolphins?
Without a doubt. That's without a doubt.
Yeah.
That's without a doubt. And if we make that happen, I throw in there me and the water boy. You know what I mean? I throw that in.
Hey, listen, check it. If you were able to be the takeover for Stephen Ross, and you were able to be the GM, what's the first move you'll make for your Dolphins? You'd be honest.
I spend some money. We gonna spend up some money. We got to get somebody else to back up Tua. We love Tua. He's an amazing person, amazing quarterback. Right. But we just got to make sure we get somebody behind him. We're gonna do a few things on the defense.
Okay. It's
a few things we got to do. You know what I mean? For us to have that run, like y'all was just discussing, that Lakers run.
Yeah.
We got to have that Lakers run. We need us some rings down here, and we really deserve it. As a true Dolph fan, we really frustrated, homie.
Listen, it's been a long time, boy.
It's been a long time, and I'm talking about this past season. We was all thinking and dreaming Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Expectations were high based on what we did last year. And for those in the chat, they're gonna say, "Oh, you played for the Bengals." I'm from Dade County. I'm from Liberty City first. I was a Dolphin fan before I got drafted. First.
You better believe it.
Boss, let me ask you this.
I hope you remember that song you did at the house. Oh, yeah. I still got you.
Yeah, I remember.
I may have to leak that. Man,
let me know. I'm ready.
Boss, let me ask you this. You were talking about the grind, how you get up. But it seems like people forget to grind. I'm not talking about you because you know what you went through. But when they see the yachts, they see the private jets, they see the whips, they like, oh, he did something. But they forget what Ross did. This is the byproduct. This is the finished product. But what about that 10, 15-year period that y'all didn't see Ross grinding, that y'all didn't see that struggle, that y'all didn't see me cleaning the cars, making $20 and do a little extra when I go get gas and put the fresh scent inside of it. You didn't see that. All you see is the after, but nobody sees the struggle or wants to believe that there was a struggle in order to get to the other side.
Without a doubt, it most definitely was a struggle for Ricky Rose those 20 years before I got on. Nobody, they don't want to recognize that. All of the records I wrote for others. Imagine you having records that never work yet, and you walk in the club and you hear something that you wrote and it's going crazy. But guess what? You stay down. We stayed down. It's just like, yo, it's so many potential MVP players that's riding the bench. There's so many people who sitting down mad at themselves. Oh, man, I ain't going to even go in. Nah, I got to get in the game, and I got to show everybody my value. And once I get in the game, I ain't going to look back. And that's what we did.
I tell Ocho this all the time. I said, Ocho, you don't realize how much success you can have as long as you don't care who gets the credit. A lot of times, I want it, if it can't be done my way, Rose, the hell with it. I'll blow it up. If you won't let me drive the boat, I'll sink the whole ship.
It's so funny. Hey, and now that you mentioned too, you talk about when it comes to athletes, anyone that has any type of success, a lot of people are looking for instant gratification, not understanding the process that goes into it. Anything that you get right away, it never lasts. Ross, you probably remember, you told a story a long time ago. I had no idea how long it took, how long you was in the game before you even saw real money. How long you have to continue to grind and get it together and actually get it before, I don't know, you might have been maybe 8, 9, 10 years in the game until you actually saw some real money as an artist and was like, okay, it's paying off. And now everybody see the finished product, you know, the jewelry, the houses, the car, and not understanding how long it even took to get to that point.
Oh, believe that. It most definitely took a long time. And it's like when you're doing it for love, you're doing it out of passion,
right?
That it won't allow you to quit.
Right.
You got to find a way to love whatever it is you're doing. Even if you're getting up and you shooting your content 2, 3 in the morning, you got to get up and love it. They going to feel it in you. They going to see it in you. And that's what it was. It wouldn't allow me to quit. So after I got on, as soon as I could do my first show for $200, $300, $500, that wasn't much, but that was progress for me. Yes, and it was more than enough to feed my love. So I wouldn't stop. And here we are right now.
And that's what happens. When people ask me, Ross, man, give me some advice. I say, find something that you're passionate about, because that's what's going to get you out of bed. That's what's going to make you focus and lock in to do what you need to do in order to get done what you need to get done. Find your passion. I think I want to do this. Well, see, the minute you tell me you think you want to do something, you're not passionate about it, because what you're passionate about, you're gonna do.
Absolutely. And you know,
and you're gonna win, and you're gonna win big when you're passionate about it.
Absolutely.
You're gonna look forward to doing it. It's just like laying that outfit out that night before school when you take the brain. Yeah.
You gotta lay the outfit out, because if you don't put it out the night before, you might be rushing. You might wake up a little late, bro, and you might not have the outfit, but at night before, I lay that thing out. Them Lee jeans was crispy. Starch, that Niagara starch on them.
You put the socks in the shoes. You make sure they right there. So just in case don't nothing get, hey man, I'm ready. I'm ready. And when you get to school that next day, trust me, you're a different individual. That confidence gonna be priceless.
Man, look here. I'll be so clean the first day of school. If a fly light on me, I'll cut his throat. You ain't got no business on me. Now you know I'm too clean for you to land your ass on me. Hey, Ross, let me ask you, like when you started this thing, obviously everybody knew you from the music, but you weren't satisfied with that because you felt that, okay, that's my foundation. People know me for this. But you know what? Since y'all know me, let me see if y'all want to do business with the boss. Hey, Wingstop, get at your boy.
Get at your boy. Get at your boy. I'm going to tell you, that's what Luka been doing. Luka done got around some right homies. He been eating them lemon peppers with that ranch dressing. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you, that's what it is, man. And once I went out, I did business. Once Wingstop seen it, Checker seen it, all the other brands, Bugatti luggage, everybody else started falling in place. I ain't dropping the ball. We doing potato chips. Let's do noodles. Okay, we did an amazing thing with Wingstop. Let's take it to the next level. Let's create our own chicken. That's coming next.
Hey, how difficult is it for, obviously you have to have some type of foundation, some type of background, have to have some type of success behind you. But when it comes to working with brands of that magnitude, is it difficult to get involved with them?
Well, after you establish a certain amount of success, they can't see your vision when you go down and lay out, look, this is the idea I got, this is what I want to do. I mean it, I love it. And besides, like me, I bought my first franchise, went to my second, my third. You know, they sitting back watching. Damn, when he gonna stop? He at 20, he at 25. Hey man, you understand? So they understand my my passion, how hard we went, and how amazing my team was.
Yeah.
Understand? So once they understand and know you got the team, they're gonna let you run with it, especially if you really get money. That's what it's gonna come down to. Who gonna really rep the brand and get some money? And I did them both well.
Yeah, that's the color that people be looking at. You know what I mean? Yeah, black and white and all that other stuff, but they count green. Oh, people can see green. People might be colorblind, Rose.
No, they ain't colorblind. They ain't colorblind. But once that thing start coming, everybody get on the same page.
When that butter counter start blowing.
Oh,
That's all they care about. They like, hey, give him another one. Hey, where you want your next wing stop at, boss?
Matter of fact, where you want your next 10 at, boss? Let's go to LA and Texas, baby.
Hey, boss, look, we know you love cars. Let me ask you a question. How did you decide to come up with a car show? Because I know you love cars. You were telling me when I did the interview with you a couple of years ago, you told me cars have always been your passion.
Right. They always been my passion. I looked up one day, realized I was at close to 60, 70 cars.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm at the promised land. That was then.
yeah.
I'm at the promised land. We at 250 plus acres, and I find myself looking around. Ding. Let's do this. And
Right.
man, we kicked off the very first one. And when I say the culture came out, the streets came out, the cars, the bikes, the trucks, the ladies, the hustlers, the athletes. Chad Ocho was out there riding horses all day. I'm talking about hey, horseback ride. That's what made me think of doing the rodeo next. I'm like,
if you do a rodeo, I'm riding the bull.
Hey, you know what?
I'm riding the bull.
I'm gonna take the challenge right behind you. I'm gonna get on the bull too, man. We riding the bulls.
Rose. Whoa, I gotta stop you, Rose. I saw you on the diving board. I don't know if you can hit. I don't know. I don't know if you can hit the ground because the water softer than the.
No, I can't hit that ground. I'm gonna let you know right now. I can't afford that, man. I got shows to do. We on tour, man.
Yeah. You might wait till the tour over, boss. Let that tour be over before you do that rodeo.
Listen, man. I ain't gonna do the rodeo, Ocho. I'm gonna watch.
Yeah,
I'm gonna make sure we got the biggest bulls out there, so we could goddamn watch a real performance.
I'm ready. Hey, I was at the car show. I'm supposed to be out there, enjoying myself and look at the cars, look at some ideas. Maybe if I happen to want to spend a little money, man, I spent about 3 hours on the damn horses, man.
Hey, boss, let me ask you this.
All day.
Are some of those cars be for sale?
It's like this. I'm thinking about raffling something off, or maybe giving one away this year. But all of mine, I usually keep. I buy cars throughout the day of the car show because there's some homies come out who's selling their cars. And
right.
Certain situations, I just made an offer they couldn't resist.
Yeah.
I done bought one for $250,000, $250,000. Let's go. Let's run it. 57 Bel Air convertible from the King.
Yeah, you love them Bel Airs. You love that 57, 55. You love them Bel Airs, boss.
57s, them 55s. I love them 73 verts, them 71s. That's that Dade County vibe as well. So I love my convertibles. I love my Chevrolets. You know what I mean? That's just how I go. And if somebody bring the right Chevy, I'm gonna take it off you. I'm gonna take it off your hand.
So you mainly a Chevy guy. You mainly a Chevy guy. You ain't really big into Mopars or anything like that, huh?
No, I'm a Chevy guy. Then I love me the Chevys. Then the Shelbys. The Mustang.
Ford, the Cobra. Yeah. Carol Shelby. Okay.
I rock with those in a major way, but that's how I usually go for me. And I cut it off right after that.
Okay. That 427 Cobra. You got a Cobra?
Of course.
Oh, you got one, boss?
Man, I had to. Them Shelbys. I love them Shelbys. I was in one of my Shelbys today, man. I love them. I do.
Woo. What you got, Ocho?
Listen, I can't wait.
So when the tour kick off, boss?
The tour actually kicking off today. It's kicking off Louisville, Kentucky. Like I say, the lineup, next level. All the heavyweights. Omarion, Bow Wow, Trey Songz, Plies, Boosie Badass, Ricky Rose, Nino Breeze. We going all the way out. This tour, I'm going to enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to watch the homies do their thing. I know the ladies going to be in the crowd. I'm going to come out there, hit them with hits back to back. Bah, 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 bah. Nino Breeze hit him. Bah. Give him another Nino Breeze. Bah. I'm going to give him another one. Bah. That's how we going to do it. We ain't even playing.
That's loud.
Hey, boss, I appreciate you staying. We appreciate you staying up. Nightcap, really appreciate you staying up late. We know it's probably past your bedtime. The tour kicks off today. So, hey, bro, thank you for your time. Y'all make sure y'all go check out the Millennium Tour with the boss, the biggest boss you ever saw, Rick Ross, Trey Songz, Bow Wow, Plies, Boosie Badass.
Nino Breezy.
Better
Nino
believe,
Breezy.
better believe it. It's gonna be crazy, man. Y'all better pull up Louisville, Kentucky. Get your tickets right now. Be there tonight. Ricky Rose, I'm gonna wear me one of them big coats coming out there. Huh?
Hey, appreciate that, boss. Enjoy it, man. We'll catch you down the road. Thanks for joining us.
Y'all keep killing them, man. Y'all #1 in the streets, #1 in the game, #1 in the world. Don't stop, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Appreciate that.
Salute.
The biggest boss.
It's too easy.
Man, that dude one of the greatest dudes, man. He the same.
Awesome.
He the same.
Hey, listen,
Ocho. I hit that man in the DM.
Yeah.
I said, bro, I need to holler at you about something. I need you to come on the podcast.
Yeah.
Hell, it seemed like he had his phone in his damn hand because he shot me his number. Man, I hit him. Boom, he answered the phone. I said, bro, man, I need you to come on the pod, blah, blah, blah. And then boom, he said, cool. And we've been in touch. Hey, I don't care. If I hit him, he might be out of town. He'll hit me back. Hey, out of town. I'll be back such and such. When he touched down,
hey,
he on the phone.
It's one thing about, man, you got to think, man, Ross and I, we've been friends now. I'm talking about, it might be 20, maybe 21 years. It's been a very, very, very long time. And we talk about someone being thorough. You hear a lot of people talk about being real. When you talk about somebody being consistent at the way they are and authentic, man, he's the definition of all that and has been since day one. Real, the definition of it. Not putting on the act, not putting on the front, but by action, intent. Man, bro, been a real deal, man, since day one. He ain't changed and always been the same, regardless of success and what he's been able to attain. Always been straight up. So that's dope.
And you know what, Ocho? Chad, y'all got to let that go. Y'all keep on talking about this man ain't no rapper, the real Rick Ross, he a correctional officer. Bro, y'all see what that man accomplished? That man got 250 acres. He got the biggest house in the state of Georgia. He got one of the largest mansions in the southeastern United States. He owns 25, 30 wing stops. Got his own spirits. Bro, y'all hating. What y'all think that doing? Y'all think that's stopping that man from getting money?
Hey.
Y'all look ridiculous. He a correctional officer. Oh, he did this. He ain't never been to jail. I mean, really, that's a good thing.
I don't think people understand the end goal.
That's really a good thing. Y'all need to, bro. Boy.
You heard me? I don't think people understand the end game. Whether you do it in the corporate world or whether you do it in the streets, either way, the end goal is to be successful.
Yes.
The end goal is to always be successful. The end goal is not to be locked up. The end goal is not to be 6 feet under. The end goal is to prosper in whatever area it is that you want to succeed in. That's the end goal.
People love to quit talk about money ain't everything.
Shoot.
Try doing something without it. Try doing something without it. Well, then why y'all scamming? Why y'all doing all this bull jive if money ain't everything?
Hey,
y'all wait by before they got direct deposit, y'all used to be standing outside by the mailbox waiting on the tax return, Ocho. Now they direct deposit, you ain't gotta wait no more because they put it right into your account. But y'all stop this, man.
Yeah.
Be support. Well, I wonder when you go back and study the history of Robert Downey Jr. And look at nobody. I guarantee you, when I go and I see Robert Downey Jr. do pods and stuff,
right?
I go look at the comments.
Hey,
don't nobody be saying what you did before. Some of these great actors had trouble past. Don't nobody be in the comment, but let a black person be on there and let us be. It be us.
Hey, one of the greatest comeback stories of all time is Robert Downey Jr. I think people might not even remember.
Of course, if you're old enough to remember, you remember.
There have been some other ones that have had some great comeback stories. Lindsay Lohan.
Yes.
Lindsay Lohan. Listen, everybody isn't afforded the same type of grace. Stay with me now. Everybody's not afforded the same type of grace. But I can tell you, but God has been good.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
My thing is, Ocho, Man, whatever the case may be, somebody pay their debt to society, whether they have to pay a fine, whether they have to go to incarceration. Once they pay their debt to society, what the judicial system has deemed appropriate for whatever act you have committed, I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
But you know the people.
I gave up my black robe. I used to have a black robe about 30 years ago. Hell, I was a judge and wasn't even in the court. But I had to let it go.
Yeah, you know how society is. People will never let it go. Society will never let it go. And obviously, once you've gotten forgiveness with the big man, nothing else matters at that point. Especially after
but I want to see us get money. Ocho, I like when we get money. Oh man, every time I see something that say, "Oh, black billionaires," man, let me click on this link. Let me see who up there. See who got added. To see LeBron James and to see Michael Jordan and to see Oprah and Hove, and they got some guy in Nigeria. He worth about 12, 14 billion dollars. I mean, like, damn, okay, I like that.
I'm a be
what's possible, to know what's possible, because all I need to be able to do is see it. Because a lot of these people came from the same kind of beginnings that Shannon Sharpe came from. Hell, they do it. Why can't I? I ain't got to hate on them. I ain't got to begrudge on them. Let me just find my lane, and I'm just going to drive on down this road. Hey, try not to sideswipe nobody. Try not to get sideswiped, and keep it moving.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I tell you what, Ocho, I'm going to look at it like this here. I'm going to aim for the stars. But if I land on the moon, I'm still pretty damn high up.
You're right where you need to be. Right where you need to be.
So, kicking off, the tour starts in Louisville, Kentucky on March 7, 2025. Stops with major cities Atlanta, Chicago, New York, and LA. Tickets are on sale now at bpctickets.com. That's bpctickets.com. Ocho, back to tonight's game. Luka and LeBron. Luka, 32 points, 12 assists, 7 rebounds, 4 steals, 4 made threes. LeBron James, 31 points, 12 rebounds, 8 assists, 1 block. As the Lakers win their 8th game in a row. I had the stats right here, Ocho. I'm looking at LeBron had 31. Jackson Hayes only had 8 points. Austin Reeves struggled shooting tonight, but hey, he missed the last couple of games with that calf. But Dalton Connect and Gabe Benson gave you 23 points off the bench in 22 or less minutes. That's what you need. Because you look, LeBron's gonna give you what he's gonna give you. Luka's gonna give you what he's gonna give you. And most nights, Austin Reeves gonna be somewhere between 15 and 20 points. Those two guys, the big three, that big three is gonna give you somewhere, Ocho, between 50 and 70 points on average. That's what they'll give you. Now, I need to get 45, 50 from everybody else, from the other 8 guys. So, Gabe Benson, can you give me 8 to 10? Connect, can you give me somewhere 10 to 12? Jackson Hayes, I need some lobs. I'll need 8 to 10 points on lobs. Dorian Finney-Smith, I know you can get hot from 3 and hit a couple of threes. That's 10. Hey, Vanderbilt, get a couple of putbacks. Get a couple. Hey, dive to the basket. We'll get you a couple. Hey, get in the dunker spot. Dunk it home. But the Lakers are playing really, really well. They're playing with a lot of confidence. Now, we're about to find out a lot, Ocho. They go on the road. They got Boston.
Ooh.
They got Milwaukee. They got the Nuggets.
Hold on. This is not back-to-back, is it? Or are you just saying who they have on the road?
No. I think they got Boston, the Nets, Milwaukee, the Nuggets, then Phoenix. If I'm not mistaken.
Matter of fact, I have a question. If they're playing Boston, if that's the game that's coming up next, I got a little time.
Yeah, it's on Saturday night. It's a primetime game.
If it's on Saturday night, how much do you think the courtside tickets are in Boston? I'm just curious.
Oh, it's a rivalry game, and it's LeBron and Luka. See, it's about who's playing. Who are they playing against? Now, if you want to see the Bulls or you want to see Orlando or somebody like that, okay. But
so you basically telling me don't go, just stay home.
Oh, it's gonna cost you a grip because it's last minute.
2,000.
Because a lot of times people sell those tickets, so they'll be able to buy the season tickets next year.
So I can get what, 1,500, 2,000?
No, they're gonna be more than that, Ocho. That's a primetime game on a Saturday night, bro. Everybody gonna be there. Everybody want to be seen. This ain't no regular Tuesday night game. This is a primetime Saturday game on ABC. The big dogs are out.
Damn.
Mike bring bang. I mean, think about it. The Celtics are resting their entire team today to get ready for the Lakers on Sunday. Al Horford was out. Drew Holiday was out. Porzingis was out. Jalen Brown was out.
About
now, remember the other night, Jason Tatum. Yeah, they played Saturday.
Tripping, man. I'm way in DR. My bad.
Oh, and if you think about it, Ocho, last night Derek White and Peyton Pritchard went off. Peyton Pritchard had 43. Derek White had 41. They made 19 combined threes, the most threes ever made in the game by two teammates. And it's the first time two Celtics, think about the great Celtics players, have had 40 points in the same game. And it was Peyton Pritchard and Derek White that did it.
That's crazy. Imagine if Pritchard or Derek White consistently played like that night in and night out. I mean, I know it's difficult to do. It's difficult to do.
But when you look at him, Ocho, that's what I tell people. People be acting like, oh man, that little white dude, he bust your ass
every time.
That man got 43. That man got 43 points in the NBA game. 43. And that's what I tell people all the time. The worst guy in the NBA is closer to LeBron James and Michael Jordan than you are to him. I'm gonna say that again. The guy at the end of the bench is closer to a great player in the NBA than you are to him.
But you know what's funny? Now that you say that, when people watch the game of basketball from home, they always hold other players to the highest standard, to the best that have ever played. You understand that? Yeah. That's why they talk trash. When they talk trash about players that are in the NBA, they're using it in comparison to those that are the greatest at what they do. So that's where the miscommunication and misconsumption comes from, when they talk about NBA players thinking that, I can go out there and do that. The hell you can't.
Man, please. Look, I just felt that when they came in, okay, how's Luka and LeBron's gonna play? Luka needs to have the ball in his hands because LeBron can play off the ball better than Luka.
Right.
LeBron can dive to the basket. You can put LeBron in the dunker spot, and he can get it. And LeBron can catch and shoot. And if you notice, LeBron says he's been working on catching and shooting because he knows Luka can penetrate, dish out, and he's going to have to knock those shots down. But he can also, Luka starts to penetrate, he dives to the basket, Luka passes off, he dunks it or lays it up. So with Luka on the ball, LeBron trusts him because he's the closest thing to himself that he's ever played with. That's not a knock on D Wade. That's not a knock on Kyrie or any AD or any of the other players. But at this juncture, LeBron trusts Luka more than he's ever trusted any other player because Luka can do a lot of the things that LeBron can do. No other player that he's played with has been able to do that. Could score the basketball like he could, assist the basketball like he could, rebound the ball like he could. Luka could do all those things. If you look at Luka's numbers, they're better across the board at the same point in time in their careers. Luka's averaging more points, more rebounds, and more assists. Now he's not shooting the percentage because Luka take a lot of bad shots that what we think are bad, but he's gonna make his fair share and break your heart. But if you look at that, you look at this, Ocho, and you're like, okay, you look around the league and you say duos, JT, JB, Tatum and Brown. You look at Shea and Jalen Williams. I'm trying to think of other duos. If you want to say D Fox and Wemby, but they
Darius
Garland and Donovan Mitchell. Let me ask you this. If I give you a choice, what duo you taking over LeBron and Luka?
Right now, with the way they playing?
Yep, right now.
Boy. Nobody? What about Murray and Joker? Now, I'm not saying I'm taking them. I'm just mentioning them as well, based on what we were talking about. I ain't taking nobody over.
I think that might be the only one. I mean,
what about Giannis and Dame? No.
And Dame? They got. And look, they played together, but for 14, I think they probably played about 12, 14 games together, Ocho. And you look at the duos that you mentioned, JB, JT, Giannis and Dame. You look at Shea and Jalen Williams. Who else you mentioned? Oh, Murray and Yoke.
Yeah.
LeBron right there. LeBron and Luka right there.
I mean, they different right now, man. At the way they're playing it, different.
We're gonna find out. Hey, guess what?
Hey.
We'll get an opportunity to see those duos. We'll get an opportunity to see Luka and LeBron and against JT and JB. We're gonna find out. That's what I like.
Hold on.
Yeah. Mark Cuban, our next topic, guys. Mark Cuban breaks his silence. Ocho in the DR, he think we don't know. He in the DR. We know he ain't take that baby by himself to the DR, did he, Chad? Did he, Chad? That ain't none of my business. I don't even know why I brought it up. Mark Cuban breaks his silence on the Luka trade. Let's take a listen to his comments on the Luka trade, Ocho.
Was your son upset about the trade?
Yeah, I mean.
Were you?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
of course. And I've said this before. If if the Mavs are going to trade Luka, that's one thing. Just get a better deal. No disrespect to Anthony Davis, but get 3. If I still firmly believe if we had gotten 4 unprotected number ones and Anthony Davis and Max Christie, this would be a different conversation.
Listen,
I agree.
Get more. Yeah, I mean, I agree, but what more can you do, huh? What more can you do?
First,
there was nothing else,
Ocho.
Nothing else to do.
Ocho, think about this. The Timberwolves gave up 4 unprotected picks and pick swaps for Rudy Gobert. Would you rather have Rudy Gobert or Luka Doncic?
You're right. In comparison to that, but I think it feel like they just wanted to get him gone. That's why I don't understand. Based on what you get on the court, how was whatever was going on off the court that goddamn that bad? That bad? Beer, hookah, lazy, the way you interact, antisocial. What are we talking about here? You paid me to do one thing: be productive. You took me to the NBA championship last year, Western Conference Finals last year. What are we talking about?
Yeah.
Man, please. Right, baby? Say right. Say
I know what you call it. But look, do I think Mark Cuban's never making that trade?
Oh, absolutely not.
Mark Cuban is never, ever making that trade. He's made it abundantly clear. He had his replacement for Dirk.
Right.
He had Dirk 20 seasons. He was gonna have Luka as long as he could have him. He wasn't getting rid of him. And that's what happens, Ocho, when you sell your company and you keep the minority shares, where they do things they don't need your input now.
Would you trade Luka, baby? Yeah.
He's like, yeah, I got to get him up out of there.
You trade him? You trade Luka? No.
Ocho, Michael Thompson, who was the number 1 overall draft pick many, many years ago, who also happens to be the father of Klay Thompson, spoke on ESPN radio about Klay's situation in Dallas. He thought with Luka and Kyrie that they had a chance to get back to the finals. Obviously, Luka left. And I told him, well, when AD's coming, you still got a chance to get to the finals because AD is that good. Then he's hurt. And then Gafford got hurt. And then Lively got hurt. So, yeah, Klay is stuck in purgatory right now. And if they hang on to the 10th seed, that'll be the story of the year in the NBA because I don't think they're going to lose 10 in a row. I honestly, without Kyrie, who's going to score? I'm just trying to figure out where they're going to get enough scoring from on a nightly basis to win. Ocho, are they going to win some games? Yeah, I think you can hustle and win some games. When you play in superior teams, I just don't see it. I just don't know where they're going to get the scoring from. I don't. Oh, he said, no, that'll be the story of the NBA because I think they're going to lose 10 in a row. So he thinks they're going to lose 10 in a row. I think so too. It's going to be tough because it's hard. I mean, when you think about it, who really can go create their own shot? Dinwiddie is like, okay, he kind of hit or miss, but that's not what Clay does. Clay is catch and shoot. Clay likes to come off picks. Clay needs somebody to get him open. Who can go create their own shots? When you look at this team, who can create their own shots? Who can go really facilitate on a nightly basis and have success creating opportunities for someone else? I don't see it happening, Ocho. The Lakers, Mavericks, Spurs, and Heat are expected to pursue Kevin Durant in the offseason. Ocho, where do you want to see Kevin Durant land?
Wait, say those teams again.
Lakers, Mavericks, Spurs, Heat.
You know what? KD is on, I don't want to say back end of his career because he
Is that me, Jordan? Internet.
from the field.
Oh, Ocho.
I'm not sure. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you faded in and out. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I think personally,
it's Wi-Fi and DR.
Yeah. If you look at it, Ocho, the Heat, I don't think Kevin Durant had a chance to go to the Heat many years ago. He didn't go. Hearing the stories about taking cookies from LeBron, hearing stories about how he treated Jimmy, Kevin Durant don't strike me as a guy that wanted to be in that situation. So now the Spurs.
Nah.
I think it's a two-horse race. I think it's the Mavs and the Lakers. And the question is, what does the Mavs have to give up? They got that first-round pick. They probably got their own first-round pick. I'm trying to think about the other players. Because obviously, you pair Kyrie, AD, and KD, you got something. You got the potential to have something special. You got all three guys that can score. You got AD can protect the back end. You probably need another perimeter defender, because that's the problem that the Suns have. That's the problem the Brooklyn had. They had guys that can score, but who could stop somebody from scoring?
Right.
Phoenix, they got guys that can score. Who can stop somebody from scoring?
So you don't like him to the Lakers then?
I like him to the Lakers. I just don't know I don't know if the Lakers have
enough assets,
enough to satisfy the Suns, considering what the Suns gave up to get him.
Right.
They gave up their young nucleus to get him. Now they're gonna want those 4 first-round picks, unprotected picks back.
Well, see, you got to.
I don't know. Jordan. I don't see the Heat, because like I said, he had an opportunity to go to the Heat long time ago and he didn't go. And I'm sure the stories that's coming out about Pat, that's what Pat did. You don't understand. Bro, people not going to let you just, and first of all, they weren't your damn cookies. But I wish Coach GM takes something from me that I brought into my, what, please? I'm gone.
Right.
First of all, I don't know how they do it at most people's job, but you know how we do. Boy, you don't play with nobody, fool. No. Not nobody that look like us.
Never that.
Boy, I don't know where your hands been, and you ain't buy a damn thing in that bag. Boy, please.
You know what?
Take somebody.
Boy, when it comes to black folk, there's 3 things you don't play with: black folk family, money, and their kids. Money and their food. Actually, their food. I meant to say their food.
Yeah, I don't play by that, Ocho.
No.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Nah, man, don't do that. So, but like I said, I think it's the Lakers and the Mavericks. But at the end of the day, he wants to go to a contender. Obviously, the Lakers with Luka and LeBron are contenders. The Mavs, if they get AD comes back healthy, Kyrie probably not going to come back to the beginning of the year,
Right.
26. But we'll see how that goes. The Spurs, you got Wemby, you got De'Aaron Fox, you got Stephon Castle, you got Vassell, you got Keldon Johnson. I mean, you got a nice little core over there, but I don't see Kevin Durant. I don't see KD in. I don't see him in San Antonio, Ocho. I don't. So with that being said, Mavericks, I like the Mavericks. I like the Lakers. But, hey, at the end of the day, Suns got to get the best package they can. They ain't finna do no Luka.
Yeah.
Ocho, Warren Sapp, our boy, spoke about the anonymous NFL coach talking about Shador. Let's take a listen to what Sapp had to say.
And then we come out a quarterback coach who's not a decision maker, wants to make that call about our quarterback.
Yeah.
Dog, I've been working for the last 48 hours to get his name. If I get his name, oh, buddy, we're going to do a deep dive into his life. He going to wish he has never did. If you're not a decision maker, shut up. And if he doesn't understand what it is to be the baby of a family like that, he has all Bucky and Shiloh's strengths and his sister and none of their weaknesses. He's the day walker.
I'm working. I'll tell GG cut it for you. Okay?
Yeah, you ain't gonna find a more loyal guy than Sapp.
Thank you, baby.
I've been knowing Sapp for a minute. And anytime he call, I answer the phone the same way. What the hell you want, Sapp? Man, I told such and such that you was gonna say that way. I said, yeah, I'm always gonna say that. But he's right. Yeah. I mean, look, and it's always happens at some point in time, Ocho. There's gonna be somebody. I don't like the way he tied his shoes. I don't like the way he didn't hustle on this play. Yeah. I mean, that's the whole job of the combine. The combine, Chad, stay with me for just a second. The combine job isn't to build you up. It's to break you down. It's to tell you about all your flaws and why you shouldn't go where you go. You're not fast enough. He's not big enough. The point of attack, he gets lost in, his transition isn't good. He's not good with his eyes. He's not good with his hands. Oh, his arms are too short. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? He don't play with a low center of gravity. Right. They're telling you all the things the guy, tell me what he can do, damn it. Yeah. Because I got to take somebody out here. So what can they do? You telling me everything that he can't do. I need something. Tell me what he can do, and then we can go from there.
Yeah. And listen, the combine is a trip. I know it's about, your measurables, your intangibles, and all those things, how fast, how far you can jump, how far you can, do all these things. To me, the combine really doesn't matter. I think that's why some people choose not to do it, and they wait till they do their pro day, because what can you do when you turn on the film? That's what I want to see. If I was a scout, if I was a GM, if I was the owner, let me see your film. I don't care what you can do in shorts, because the game of football at the highest level isn't played in the shorts and the t-shirt. It's just not. It's just not. Now, watching you run and do drills, hey, that's all cute. That's cool. But in a structured environment, when it come to playing and being productive,
you ain't running them drills like that
at all. Tell Sissy. Hold on. Tell Sissy to cut you some watermelon. Till I said now. Tell them now, because Daddy's working. Okay? And if they say,
but that's the thing, though, Ocho.
Huh?
But that's the thing. I mean, I promise you, Chad. I know y'all don't want to believe this, but the greater the athlete, the more arrogant and the more confident that individual is. He believes his ish don't stink. He believes he can walk on water. He believes he can part the Red Sea. He believes he can heal the sick. That's the mentality that you have to have. Do you understand?
They don't.
So you think a lot of times when it comes down to individuals, the talent is not that much different. It's the mindset in which they display that talent.
Yeah, there it is. I don't think people understand that. Now, I think this is what people get confused too, Unc. When you think about players that are elite, the first thing they'll say, well, Tom Brady wasn't cocky. Tom Brady wasn't arrogant. Peyton Manning wasn't arrogant. Right. No. Man, that's why on the outside looking in, that's why on the outside looking in, I wish people actually knew them. Not the mask that they put on when it's time to talk in front of the goddamn camera. I'm talking about knew them. You feel me? Man, there's a reason why they're so great. There's a reason.
Believe. When people talk about Michael Jordan, what they say? That joke competed in everything. He don't like to lose.
Yeah.
The great players. Bubby Bristol beat John Elway on his pool table. John sold the pool table. That's what greats do, man. I'm telling you, Ocho.
Hey, John sold the pool table, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, no.
I mean, that's what Tom's saying.
Right.
Hey, y'all remember when what was it? Deflategate, and they had some messages and they leaked Tom messages. What did he say? I'm playing the best football of my life. Hey, Peyton on his last legs. He about to be done.
Right.
That's it. What you think Kobe thought? You thought Kobe thought he was like the rest of the guys in the NBA?
Yeah.
You think LeBron James actually think he's like the rest of the guys? You think Jordan, Magic, Bird? Do you think the entrepreneurs, the actors, so you think Denzel think he's just like any other actor?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you think Viola Davis think? Meryl Streep? They just like anybody else. Stop it.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it. You think Dr. Neil Elatrosh? You think James Anderson? You think they think they're just like any other orthopedic? Really? Is that what y'all think?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't think that. Y'all don't think that. It's a mindset.
And you got to have it to be successful.
Yes.
You got to have it.
And that's what when people what's the I don't know. I don't know what they I just know them how they treat me, and most time athletes treat other athletes well. I mean, hey, such and such, man, my mom is here. Can you meet my mom? Can you meet my dad? Can you meet my okay,
Yep.
Sure. But you gotta have that. You gotta have a belief that I'm a bad mofo.
Got to.
I believe I'm the baddest. That's the mindset you have to be great. The greater you are, the bigger your ego. The greater you are, regardless of what you do, let it be sports, let it be entertainment. The greater you are, the bigger the ego.
Yeah. Every time.
So, with that being said, and look, what do you want the man to say? He don't believe he's good. He don't believe he can turn a franchise around. I mean, I'm trying. Help me understand, Ocho. What is he supposed to say? That I don't believe? Yes, I went to HBCU, turned that program around. Look at it. We're at ESPN. We're on ESPN. If I'm not mistaken, I think they might have had College Game Day down there one day.
Yeah.
Okay. I go to Colorado. Remember what Colorado was before we got there?
Turn them around.
Turn that around. So why shouldn't I believe I can't have that same level of impact or influence on an NFL team?
You got to have that kind of confidence. You got to.
Who goes into something thinking, man, I might fail? Well, that's what's going to happen. You already done put that bull jive in your head.
Well, most of the time, a lot of people want you to be humble, Unc, because it makes them uncomfortable.
No. Because you have fear, that don't mean that's I fear what you fear. Just because you're afraid to be successful, you're afraid to follow your dreams, you try to poo-poo on mine. You try to, you think you better. No. You was good, but you didn't think you were good enough. I think I'm good enough. I don't need to be better. I just need to be good enough. Now what? Now you mad at me because I'm living out my dreams.
Yep.
I followed my passion. You didn't follow yours. You let somebody trick you out of your spot.
Yeah.
Man, you can't do that. You can't go there. You can't be this. And you believed them.
Happens all the time.
I listened to the one when people told me, Shannon, I couldn't go to college. And if you go to college, you can't go to the NFL. If you're NFL, you're just going to be a guy. I listened to the one person that when everybody's told me what I couldn't do, I listened to the one person that told me what I could do. Me. Because at the end of the day, what you telling me, so what impact are you going to have? Are you going to catch passes? Are you going to block? Are you going to run these routes? Are you going to get in front of this camera 5 times a week for Nightcap, First Take, and come up? Are you going to be able to do all this? No, you're not. So why the F am I listening to you? Man, please. As a matter of fact, now that I think about it, you're watching me. Why the hell would I listen to you? You're watching. Those that can do, those that can't talk about those that can. Stay with me now.
I like that one. I like that one.
I ain't telling you nothing I couldn't do. Did it. But I'm not finna let you tell me just because you didn't do, just because you didn't follow your dreams, you didn't follow what you wanted to do, and somebody talked you out of that. Why would I ever listen to you? Do you understand where I came from? Even if I don't, Ocho, if I don't accomplish anything else in my life, I am a huge success by any stretch of the imagination. That's if I don't accomplish anything else. If something unforeseen, God said, well, Shannon, my faithful servant, come on home. Can't nobody tell Shannon Sharpe he wasn't a success. Can't nobody tell my family. No, can't nobody tell my kids, my loved ones, anybody. Can't nobody tell Shannon Sharpe wasn't a success because they saw where Shannon came from and they saw where he ended up. See, a lot of times people measure success by what you did. You measure success by overcoming what you thought you couldn't do. So every time, hey, it got hard, it was cold, that's all right. My grandma used to always tell no matter what happened, and it got bad at times. My grandma said, boy, it take all that to make a man. Barney and Mary Porter said, we raise men. Don't make no excuses. I don't make no excuse. I get it done. Get the job done. Or I'm gonna do the best. I'm gonna give you everything. If I didn't get it done, you know, Shannon put everything he could into it. He just didn't get it done. But I agree with Sapp. I don't know why, but I told Time this. I said, Time, it's about you. See, they couldn't find flaws with you, so they take it out on your son. You know what I'm saying, Ocho?
Yeah.
Guys that were older than me, they couldn't bully my brother, so they try to bully me. I ain't no easy win. You ain't gonna get no rep off me. My brother, hey, you couldn't bully him. That you gonna try to bully his brother that's 3 years younger? I pick up something and bust hell at you. Hey, it is what it is. What are you talking about? Man, you don't fight fair. What? It's a fight, dum-dum. A fight is not. I don't know. Last time have you ever seen a street fight that was sanctioned? If they got a governing body for street fights,
no. Hey, you know,
a brick, a chair,
anything. First thing you get your hands on. And the funny thing about it, you know, Prime got Shador already ready for this.
Yes, he's been dealing with it whole life.
He's having to deal with it his whole life because of who his father is. So I'm sure he's ready now.
Yep.
I know it doesn't bother him. He gonna be all right though. He's gonna be all right. And I hope he does exactly what he said he was gonna do and stands on business by the comments that he made.
Damn.
What happened?
Well, we finna find out. Hold on. What are these?
What happened?
A woman posted on Facebook, anyone have interest in these or even know what they would be worth? Chad may want them back. I received these from 85 Chad Johnson Bengals 2006 New Year's Eve game. The shoes were later signed at training camp that was attended. I've tried searching for familiar items online and haven't found anything. Ocho, you signed those?
Yeah, them 1-on-1.
You want your cleats back, Ocho?
Yeah, nah, I don't want them back. I want that guy. I want that Hall of Fame jacket I made back. That's 1-on-1. I need that. The cleats is cool. Listen, that's 2006. I was doing, you see how they have cleats today? My cleat, my cause, my cleat, or my how you say it?
Yeah. Yeah, my calls, my cleats.
I've been doing my calls way back then in 2006, but I was getting fined for mine. Create my own Bengal cleat, having a little fun, a little creativity.
Yeah, you could only have 2 colors. You couldn't have 3. But look, the NFL has laxed a lot of rules. And I think, look, I like this, my calls, my cleats. For a worthy cause, you auction the shoes off, and it gets money goes to the charity that you're trying to raise awareness for.
Right.
And hopefully, you sell the shoes and it goes for a large amount. So I like that.
Yeah.
I like guys getting an opportunity to give back for a very worthy cause. But damn, y'all need to give me my money back, and I donate it. Give me the money y'all took up off me for having shoes. Talking about the shoes got 3 colors.
That's funny.
Y'all let these men now they work. First of all, I mean, guys now, Ocho, guys coming to the league, guys play special teams. Might not even be active and got a cause. Got cleats. How you go into the shoe surgeon, or how you going to this guy getting cleats made for $5,000 and you playing 4 plays a game? I'm like, damn.
Come on.
I'm just saying, Ocho.
That's messed up, man.
Man, these dudes here, I want my money back. I want to donate it. I got a worthy cause that I want to donate for.
Mm-hmm.
So give me the money back that y'all took from me over the years. It's 6 figures, trust me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I sure wish I had all my fine money back.
Ocho, the Bengals will let Trey Hendrickson seek a trade. Teams are also calling about T. Higgins. T got franchised. Hendrickson is going to leave. Chase wants to be the highest paid non-quarterback. I believe Chase wants to be the first receiver to go 40 million. It's not going to be good enough for him, Ocho, to be 37, 38. Right. He wants to be the first to break 40.
Right. I mean, right.
Chase isn't signed. The question I have for you is ownership doing enough to show Joe Burrow, bro, we believe in you, and we're going to try to give you all the necessary equipment you need in order to win.
Right. They haven't shown it yet. Can you hear me, Unc? I want to make sure I'm clear.
Yeah, I hear you.
They haven't shown it yet, but I'm sure they will. Joe Burrow seems like the type of quarterback and the type of person that doesn't play. Just by the way he carries himself. You're not going to waste my time. I'm not going to waste yours. I've told you what I need behind the scenes. I asked that done. I told you I wanted Jamar Chase. You got me that. You got me T. Higgins. Now you understand what I need offensively to be productive and to be consistent. Now we have lapses at the beginning of the season, but you see what happens once we turn it on and we get ourselves into rhythm. I need them here. People are mad about Trey Hendrickson, them allowing Trey Hendrickson to seek a trade or let him go. Well, if you look at the deep, Trey Hendrickson was there last year. He led the NFL in sacks. Our defense was still abysmal.
Yep.
They were.
Can you imagine what that defense would be like without Henderson?
Yeah, they were still bad. So
hold on, I'm trying to think. Who did they play the last game of the season? And he went, Pittsburgh. Remember he played in Hendrickson had like 3.5, 4 sacks?
3.5, yeah. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. He was balling.
Last 2 years, he has 35 sacks. He had 17.5 in 23, had 17.5 in 24. So that's 35 sacks in 2 years.
Yeah. And
I'm just saying. And guys like that, them guys don't grow on trees, man.
They don't. But listen, you got to understand. What are we going to do? If you pay Trey Hendrickson, somebody got to go on that offensive side. Somebody go. Now, them allowing Trey to walk lets me know that we might be a little bit closer to actually having T sign and Jamar Chase sign. But again, I don't know, what are we going to do defensively? What are we going to do?
Yeah.
That's what needs to be addressed defensively.
Because they put so much pressure on you, Ocho, to have to play like they have to play. They feel like they have to score every possession.
A lot.
And so when you play like that, Ocho, one mistake, you see Joe would have one mistake in a game.
Right.
And it's the difference in the ball game.
Right.
So it's going to be interesting to see. Guess what? They got until July 15th to get a long-term deal with T
Right.
because he signed the franchise tag. Chase ain't trying to wait till no July. Chase trying to get his money like yesterday.
Mhm.
That's what Chase trying to do. Darious Slay does not consider Jalen Hurts one of the league's top quarterbacks. Let's take a listen to what Slay had to say about his quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
The elite go to the top 4 guys. You know what I'm saying? That's how I do elites. And like elite for me in the quarterback world is Joe Burrow, Mahomes, Lamar.
Yeah.
And Josh Allen. Them the elites. They got their own, you know what I'm saying?
You putting Hurts
Now,
in that group?
this is funny. Now, I just talked about this on First Take. You know, when I did I didn't say elite, just the best quarterbacks right now in the NFL. I went Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Then I went Jalen Hurts simply because he's just coming off a Super Bowl. In my third, I put Joe, and I saw people upset about that. I'm basing it off the season that we just played. And obviously, people would be like, "Why would you put Joe third?" Because I'm a Bengals.
Let me ask you this.
I'm a Bengals.
Let me ask you
I'm
this.
biased.
Go ahead. I want to hear what you got to say with this one. Go ahead.
I'm biased. Normally, or how it should be based off the season, it should be Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, then Joe Burrow. Am I correct or am I wrong?
I think he's looking at it like this.
Right.
If I took Josh Allen and put it with the Eagles, are they worse than they are with Jalen Hurts?
They're better.
If I take Joe Burrow and put it with the Eagles,
sorry, I'm not.
if I put Joe Burrow, are they better or worse? If I put Lamar Jackson, I gave him the exact same team. He has Saquon, he has that defense, he has those receivers.
That's not fair.
If I put Patrick Mahomes, they got that same running back, they got that same receiver, they say at that same defense. Now, I take Jalen Hurts and I put him in any of those other guys' system. What you thinking?
It'd be completely different. It'd be different. Because in those other systems, those guys are asked to do things that Jalen Hurts doesn't have to do with the Eagles.
Agree. The problem is, Ocho, is that the ring culture has ruined it.
Yeah.
Because we take a guy, okay, Joe Flacco got a ring. So now people believe that Joe Flacco is a better quarterback than Josh Allen, than Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, or anybody that did, and I just don't believe that.
I mean,
I don't believe Nick Foles. Nick Foles is a Super Bowl MVP. Nick Foles isn't a better quarterback than Lamar. He's not. He's not a better quarterback than Joe Burrow. He's not a better quarterback than Josh Allen. He's not. He's not a better quarterback than Dan Marino. He's not.
right.
But because we've equated rings best, no.
Not the way it goes.
I don't. That's not how I do it. I don't. Now, if you're talking about when we're talking about great, I believe you can be great without having a ring. Where rings come into effect, Ocho, is when you're talking about EST, greatest. But it's not the end all be all because now you have to add other things: all NBA, all pro, all star, Pro Bowl. You know what I'm saying, Ocho? Things of that nature. Offensive player of the year, defensive player of the year. Things of that nature. Did you play? How did you play? How long did you play? And how great were you? I mean, look, it's hard to take a situation like guy was great from start to finish.
Right.
Tom Brady was not great his first year. Peyton Manning was not great his first year. But boy, whew, those years in between it, between the first and the last, Ocho, they tore a lot of people's ass up.
Yeah.
So that's just me. Look, everybody has their opinion on how they judge greatness. Ocho, this is so subjective. That's your opinion. I look at it one way. That's just me. Darious Slay also named Reed Blankenship as the natural leader of the secondary should Slay depart. Reed being around me and a lot of veterans before, I'm sure he can lead that group the right way. That's who I feel would be leading the group. If it ain't in the building, he's a great damn leader. CJ Gardner Johnson saw this responded. Vet's presence is always needed. Don't get me wrong, but bro, what vet is needed when young guys can hold their own? Coop. You got a crazy duo in Reed and me, and supporting cast Ringo, Za, Dre, Sam, Eli, Sidney, Tristan. Stay with the youth. You ask me.
I mean, I kind of agree. A veteran presence is always good to have, especially in certain circumstances. Having that experience is a good thing. I think it's a good thing, and it's one way for the young bucks to learn. I don't see it as a bad thing at all. Are they arguing, going back and forth on Twitter?
Yeah, I think he said that. I think CJ thought Slay would say he should be the.
Okay.
I ain't getting that. Hey, last vet that replaced me helped y'all get to the door in the wild card round. Remember that? If we need a vet that played a lot to help us, she didn't learn from the last mistake. Not a crash out, just keeping it real. He felt some type of way because Slay didn't say he should. Let's move on, Ocho.
Okay.
Omarion says open relationships are the way, one reason being because there are only a few good men out there for women to choose from. I would say for me, being open is important. And also, the women just truly outnumber the men. You know what I mean? I love this conversation because I think we men are open and honest that you don't want to have just one this thing for the rest of your life. It gives a woman an opportunity to choose and to further understand a man because I think women don't really understand a man. What you thinking, Ocho?
It's a complicated conversation. It's a conversation that's been had year after year. It's like constantly beating a dead horse. You find what you like. You find someone that is like-minded like you with the same values and principles and morals, and you go from there. Women do outnumber men. The women that are looking for certain types of men, the 1%ers, it's only so many of them.
It's only so many.
Very, very few of them. Not as many as you think. Therefore, they get to pick from whatever they want. It's tough out here it's just tough in general. It's tough in general. Listen,
Each his own.
Each his own. I'm out the game now. I ain't got to worry about that. I'm out the game. Just
I'm out the game. He in the DR.
I'm out the game, but days is.
But see, I was down there at the MIA. The man said, "Where Ocho?" I said, "Man, I don't know where Ocho. He's supposed to show me around, go to Twin Peaks."
Oh,
Ocho.
You remind me for real?
I was.
When?
Today.
Oh, why you ain't tell me you were coming? I would have flew back home.
No, you wasn't gonna fly back home. It's all good though.
Yeah, were you still there or you left?
I'm in Atlanta now.
Oh, damn.
Bro, I've been to Houston, Miami, now I'm back in Atlanta.
Oh, back to back?
In one day. I went from Houston to Miami to Atlanta, Nightcap. Now hopefully I can. It's 3 o'clock. I ain't slept today.
3 o'clock. But it's what time is it?
It's almost 3 o'clock.
No, it's almost 4 in the morning here. So DR, the con is an hour ahead.
Yes. Ashanti says never say never when it comes to spinning the block. What I've learned is to never say never. That's number one. And what's meant to be will be, regardless of how you feel, what you think, the timing, what's in the universe for you will be there regardless. It's okay when it's genuine and you've grown. You can't be spinning the block and hitting your head on the same curve. You know what I'm saying? You have to grow from whatever the problem was earlier. You have to grow from that and mature and understand each other and have a mutual respect. And I think that's what made it special for us.
I like that. I like that. I mean, listen, it's beautifully said. Spinning the block at times, I'd assume it'd be a great thing because it's obviously something that you're familiar with.
Yes.
So listen, I'm all for it. If it works for them, I'm happy for them.
You just have to be careful, Ocho.
Yeah.
Sometimes familiarity breeds contempt. Familiarity sometimes breeds contempt. People get comfortable around you and say or do whatever they feel they want to. I don't play like that.
Yeah. Until you get fed up.
Until
you get fed up. I can't deal with it no more.
All right, Ocho, we've already been an hour and 30 minutes in this thing, so now it's time for Q&A to wrap it up.
Hey, hey, while I'm here in the DR, right? The portable Wi-Fi thing?
I don't know. What? A portable Wi-Fi?
Portable hotspot. So it makes it clear just while I'm here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you got an Airbnb or you in a hotel?
Big ass Airbnb. What? It's 10 bedrooms.
Okay, yeah. I mean, they should. I mean, the Wi-Fi should be great over there, but you might have to get. You might have to get it.
It's not as big as this place is. They have a Wi-Fi. I connected and it was laggy before we even started. So I got my daughter. I'm using my daughter's phone and using her hotspot with the Wi-Fi on top of that, and it still ain't right.
Yeah. Well, you probably have to do that, bro.
What's it called again?
You probably have to get. What that? The hotspot?
No, I'm saying the portable thing you could buy from like a Best Buy or something.
Oh. Joy, what is a portable thing that you can get better internet service that you can buy from Best Buy or something? Oh, you got to go to Jordan said you got to go to a Verizon or T-Mobile.
And what I asked for?
What do you ask for? What's it called? We got to just go to Boost Mobile. Hey, Boost Mobile, we need you to send what is it called? A mobile hotspot.
Okay, that's what I need. A mobile hotspot.
So,
okay.
Yeah, so what you need to do is that you need to travel with it.
Oh, yeah. So I'll do that.
Hey, Ash, that's your responsibility.
Hey,
all right.
I ain't get my sign either.
You did go to your grandma's house.
I went to my grandma's house before I left to come to the DR with the kids. It wasn't there.
Yeah, it was. Because somebody signed for it. They dropped it off. But nice try, though.
I promise you, Unc.
Big Mike said, people hate what they can't understand. True. Kevin said, would Shedeur be a top 5 quarterback if this was last year's class? And what quarterback would you compare him to? Doesn't matter. He's not in that class, Kevin. He's in this class. Just imagine if I'd have graduated in 87, I'd probably been the best player in the country, but I graduated in 86. Imagine if I'd come out in 91, but I came out in 90. We can't do hypotheticals in a situation like that. All I know is he's extremely accurate. He can throw receivers open, which you need to be able to do in the NFL, which is throw guys open, because you have to have great anticipatory skills, because if you don't, Ocho, guys are not going to be running scot-free like they do in college.
Nope.
And so is he the most athletic? No, he's not Lamar. He's not Caleb Williams. He's not Jaden Daniels. He's not Kyler Murray. He's none of them. He's more Tom Brady as far as mobility, Peyton Manning, than he is to the guys that I mentioned before. But Tom Brady played all those years. Peyton played all those years. Drew Brees played all those years. Phillip Rivers played those years.
Yeah.
The question is, do you believe he can play? Do you believe he can lead your franchise? He's only played quarterback. Arthur Murray Jr. said, which would you rather, Carnival or Mardi Gras? I've never been to any, but I heard Carnival, that thing be like that.
Carnival is nice. I like Mardi Gras. I like it.
Because I be seeing some of the women and how they be over there. I say, yeah, that'd be me right there.
Hey,
That'd be
New
me.
Orleans for me all day. I'm Mardi Gras all day.
You Mardi Gras over Carnival? Nah, you missed me,
All
bro.
day. All day. I got to experience just a little bit of the New Orleans culture at Super Bowl.
Carnival. Hey, Chad, what y'all think? Carnival or Mardi Gras?
They probably gonna pick Carnival because they want to see the women and all. Listen, I like New Orleans. What I got a chance to experience, that was live. I enjoyed that.
J213, hi Unc Ocho, hope all is well. Who are some musicians that we lost to early? I feel like Aaliyah is the big one. Be blessed. Sam Cooke,
Uh,
Otis Redding. Who else?
hey, what's Amy
Jimi Hendrix,
Winehouse?
Amy Winehouse, Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
Hell, Prince Michael.
Yeah.
We
They were relatively young. Yes. Whitney.
yeah. Who?
Whitney.
Oh yeah, for sure. Whitney.
Hey, when the last time, hey, chat, when the last time you listened to Amy Winehouse music, man?
Tupac, Biggie.
Yeah. You listen to Amy Winehouse,
Yeah.
Good.
They tried to make me go to rehab. I said no. Man, that woman had a voice.
Man,
That woman. I saw the documentary. That thing broke my heart,
love her
Ocho.
music.
It broke my heart.
Love her music.
Damn, that woman knows she could sing. Jeez.
Really good album.
Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy. Hey, fam. Regina Hall was on Jimmy Kimmel Tuesday night, and she's having problems with raccoons in her house. Don't you love raccoons? Maybe you can come over there, save the day, be her superhero. Just joking. Love y'all. You know what, Doc? Now that you bring to my attention, you know I got a trap out and back now.
Yes.
Slap a little sticker. Hey, rip me a pickup from U-Haul. Slap a sign. Pest. You know, rodents, vermins, whatever you want to call them. I get rid of them. Hey, how you doing?
Yeah.
How long you had these problems? When did you notice it?
Right.
Because normally, they're nocturnal, so they're really active at night.
Right.
So is that when you're hearing them most of the time? Because most of the time raccoons sleep during the day. Huh? Interesting.
Play into it.
Maybe I should stay over to make sure that you don't hear them tonight. Man, let me stop. Because Ocho, you know how they gonna be. Bam, oxy. No, I'm just Chad. I'm just kidding.
Manifest it. Don't
No.
Manifest it.
No, Ocho, but seriously, here's the thing that you have with pests. Animals are territorial. Yeah. So if you remove them and you don't close off where they came in, another set of comes. Yeah. So the animals are very squirrels, raccoons, they know. Hey man, that house over there, hey, they left. Hey, we can take up shop there. So that's the thing that you have to have happen is that if you have an infestation of animals, have them removed and then have the area in which they came in, have that closed off. Because if you remove those and don't close off where they came in, don't worry about it. Give it a couple of days. Some more be right up back in there. I ain't tell you what somebody tell you. I'm telling you what I know. Ocho, that concludes this episode of Nightcap brought to you by Boost Mobile. Visit your nearest Boost Mobile store or boostmobile.com to join their nationwide 5G network today. Y'all know me, your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. That's the Liberty City legend, the Binger Ring of Fame. To read the Pro Bowl of the All-Pro, that's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button. Tell family, friends, and loved ones to do likewise. And go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you, guys. We know it was late tonight, but we have to do what we have to do. And thank you for your support, and we appreciate your continued support. Check out Shea by Laportier. We do have it in stock. If you can't find it in a city or state near you, just order it online. We'll ship it directly to you. What better way to celebrate the greatness of 2025 than with a bottle of Shea by Laportier? Please drink responsibly and be safe. Go follow my media company on all of its platforms, Shay Shay Media, and my clothing company with 84 being spelled out. We have an inventory that just restocked, the entire inventory restocked, and our Super Bowl show shirts and hats. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Guess what? When they're gone because this is a limited release. So please grab yours while supplies last. Thank you, Ricky Ross, for joining us. The Biggest Boss, his Millennium Tour starts tomorrow in Louisville, Kentucky, but it also has stops in Atlanta, New York, and Chicago. Make sure you go check that out. Let me see. Give you the info about the tickets one more time. I think it's tcptickets.com. tcptickets.com. Yep. No, bpctickets.com. Tickets for the Millennium Tour, headlined by Rick Ross, bpctickets.com. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. We will see you on Sunday.